Hey YouTube, Brother Andrew here. Listen, I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys to find out if there's anybody out there who, well, I believe there's some caring people here on YouTube. I really do. And I believe they're, for the most part, they're all very earnestly seeking the will of the Father. And I don't question that. I believe we all need to hear from Him, and so that we know exactly what it is that He would have us to do, and we can all come together in agreement on it. Because you know and I know, I mean, this thing is, 38,000 different divisions, different ministries going on out there, and each one of us on YouTube are sharing that part of it that we've been given, and I don't know what to say or how to say it to get you guys to help a brother out here. Okay. Whether you believe I am or I'm not a brother, I don't know. I hope you do. It ain't like we're all out here in the world trying to sell something on the world, or we're all trying to share to the best of our abilities from our hearts those things that we believe to be true of God. So I'm really kind of hanging out here. I was hoping that somebody would listen to the things that I had been saying and help me to, to understand what it is that I've come to understand, or believe. I don't know. Maybe weakness isn't a good thing. A person should absolutely know what it is, without a doubt. And I tried my best to understand what was taking place in my life, so that I could share that with you and tell you, well, this is what I think is getting ready to take place, and this is how it's going to take place. And I wanted to have, to take that position too, be able to say, well, okay, well, here's, and you would think to yourselves, as I did to myself, that whenever that time would come, that we would all know, okay, that time has come. That's what the leading of the Holy Spirit's all about, you would think, especially if there was to be any movement of God in these end days, which most of us are pretty certain on. Something's got to get ready to take place here. But so when I listen to the videos, I try to grab whatever I can from them that would line themselves up with where I've been brought to in my walk of faith, because I believe it all comes together. Just when, nobody really knows. And the time and the season is right. We know that. Okay, it really is right. And then I shared with you guys what was given to me in that parable that, to me, told us there was absolutely no question about the fact that the 2 hours from the 9th hour to the 11th hour was a 2,000-year period. Now, okay, I don't know exactly how all those dates work. A.D., B.C., is there a, from the time of his birth or from the time of his anointing, when his first ministry? That's the way I'm going at this thing, because I believe that the Messiah's week was cut short but not finished, and then Jesus said He would come to finish the work He began. So I put those two together, and I'm just asking you, is there anybody out there who can, maybe see that too? I I'm all alone out here, all right, guys? I'm faith walking to the maximum out here, all right? So I would really appreciate any input. If some of you can take the time to maybe help a brother out here to help him understand, because it's really very, very, very important to me that these things begin to take place as I believe that the Father would have them take place. And more importantly, I was hoping that it would draw us together. It would unite us. The information that had been given to me, I thought that if I shared it with you guys, it would be revelatory enough, the genuine article of manna, hidden manna, being given to you, that somehow would make a difference to you. And so I shared that parable of the vineyard owner, showing what God had revealed to me, what I believed was hidden manna. Now, I guess everybody gets hidden manna all the time. I don't know. It was the first time I ever got any hidden manna. And according to the Word, that's what takes place once we become sons or daughters. Maybe I got that scriptures wrong too. But that's why, I guess I just have to plead with you folks out here in order to get any attention in regards to this. Please look at me as if I was just some brother posting you on your individual channels, okay, asking that you be good enough to help that person understand his visions and dreams in relationship to what he believes the Father has been showing him. I'm hoping that this plea will reach some of the ears of you that will actually hear that I'm asking you to help me to understand where we're at, where I'm at in this, because I sold my home almost 2 years ago. I just got a home. I explained to you in my story, I've been alcoholic and drug addicted for most of my walk with the Lord. I've explained all of the different whippings and scourgings and different things that I've had to go through to recover from alcoholism and drugs, or be in recovery, because once that happens to you, you can't ever, you always are. Okay, that's just the way it is. We don't consider ourselves healed or stuff like that, and the reason behind that is because it has to do with our memory. Alcoholics and drug addicts have a tendency to forget the pain and the suffering they went through. Okay, so it's best that we not think that we're ever okay or well. All right, which which is a lot of the reason why I have had no problem with Alcoholics Anonymous and their traditions, or their work. And if any of you have read it, it's, well, I don't know. I think it's, I don't know, there's more to that, okay, than what, now I'm talking to you as a brother. So if I can get some help along this line, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm going to put out a couple, 2, 3 videos and lay this whole thing out as quickly and as short-term as possible, so everybody gets a picture of what I'm dealing with. Because like I said, faith-wise, if any of you care about another brother's walk of faith and how things can be for them, I mean, if any of you actually understand what it is to walk in faith, all right, it can be a pretty lonely journey. It's the way I guess it's meant to be, all right. to a certain extent, but but I really don't want it to be I don't want it to be a lonely journey anymore. Okay, I'm pretty done with that. But I don't know how to turn this thing around so that what I'm sharing with you is really more my asking you to use the discernment spiritually that some of you may have out there to help me see where what I've come to understand is either right or wrong. Because nobody else will talk to me. The second I say something about this, the second I try to share this, it's like I get shut down immediately. I never seen nothing like this. You see, it's like if you want to discuss something somebody else is discussing, oh, they'll talk to you until the cows come home. But when you want them to talk to you about something you need to talk about, I can't get anybody to even make a comment. I got a couple maybe that'll bother to even make replies, but you know, that's it. Now, I hope you guys aren't all heartless out here. You're not heartless, are you? Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to put this out and I'm going to find out. There's a few that listen to the videos I put out. And you few, I really would appreciate any help. I'm trying to share something with you that I don't really understand the complete fullness of anyway. And so I try to give you an understanding of the journey that I've been on here. And so I'm hoping that somebody will take an interest to actually hear about the journey. I tried to explain how I believe God has been doing this in my life to bring me to this point. And then I shared these other things about the parable, which was hidden manna. Okay, if you guys gotten hidden manna given to you, I'm not talking about in-depth, height, breadth, length, understanding spiritually, been guided into the heights or depths of breadth. I'm not talking about that. That's the revelation. I'm talking about having one of Jesus' parables be uncovered that has not been uncovered for more than 2,000 years. And I asked you that would you please find anybody who's revealed any of the parables. And you know there are parables there that he says he explains them to the disciples, but he never explains them to us. Okay? Or maybe I'm reading a different gospel. Maybe you guys know and understand all the parables. But I got news for you. I really think his parables were hidden. The ones he explained gave us an understanding of how they're hidden. All right? And drew our attention like he did to the disciples to the feeding of the 4,000 and 5,000. But he never really explained what the loaves and the fishes meant. Yet he was attempting to get them to pay attention to it, and us too, I believe. So then I get, you know, the parable of the vineyard owner, which I believe is hidden manna given to me, that has been given to no man since Jesus was here. And it's like it doesn't mean anything to you guys. I don't understand that. So will somebody please help me to understand, number one, why a parable of Jesus that's been hidden for 2,000 years would be unveiled and shared with you guys out here on YouTube and you not think anything of it? Because that's kind of a mystery to me. I got to go now. I'll start another one in a minute. Thank you.